Good evening.
Everybody. I can't believe I spent a couple of hours last weekend making outfits for friggin' teddy bears.
I can.
That's how sad I am.
I hope we're doing all right. We've just put the heating on. It's turned a bit chilly, hasn't it? Getting into September now.
Now, can I just say,
Hang on.
that's
hang
not
on.
me. Yes!
I forgot to turn the sound down on my iPad. I do apologise.
That makes me feel so much better.
Yes, I'm sure you'll get everything spot on right the way through the evening,
I
darling.
won't, no.
Sure you will.
I hope you've all had a lovely week. We have actually had a
We have.
lovely
It's
week.
been really nice. Yeah.
We went out for lunch, socially distanced, with our lovely friend Mike, who I've known for very nearly 41 years now.
Yeah, so you didn't realise you had, but yeah.
Yeah.
We usually see Mike at various festivals and things, and went out to see him. When was that?
That was last Wednesday. Oh, that was since, we've done a thing since then. That was
Yeah,
last
I'm going to
Wednesday,
say, I think we spoke about this last week. Yeah.
And then we've been to see our friends Dave and Sue. Hello, Dave and Sue. And the Donkeys.
Friday we had Ali and Maggie.
Yeah, we did.
stay
Yeah,
with
we
us.
had some friends on their way from Whitby down to Norfolk, and
Ali
if
Russell.
you're doing that,
A few of you will know.
yeah, you have to pass Sleaford, but occasionally people actually stop. And Ali and Maggie came, so yeah, it's been a bit more,
nice.
more like normal, hasn't
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
So with apologies to Lindsay and Greg watching down there in South Wales, where they are actually locked down.
Yeah, that's a real shame. We were going to be seeing Lindsay. The plan was we were going to see Lindsay and Greg in a couple of weeks' time and do a gig on their farm, but due to the change of circumstances, that yet another gig's gone west.
Yes.
But hey ho, we'll crack on.
Yeah.
This we're starting off with a song by Marychapin Carpenter. And I'd never heard of this song, and it was John Milburn who suggested it. Jan Baez actually covered it, but we'd sort of got it from the original Marychapin Carpenter, Stones in the Road.
Yeah.
When we were young, we pledged allegiance every morning of our lives. The classroom rang with children's voices under teachers' watchful eyes. We learned about the world around us at our desks and at dinner time, reminded of the starving children. We cleaned our plates with guilty minds. Stars in the road shone like diamonds in the dust, until a voice called to us to make our way back home. When I was 10, my father held me on his shoulders above the crowd, to see a train draped in mourning pass slowly through our town. This widow kneeled with all her children at the sacred burial ground. The TV glowed that long hot summer with all the cities burning down. Stars in the road blew out beneath our bicycle tires. Worlds removed from all those fires as we raced each other home. And now we drink our coffee on the run, climb that ladder rung by rung. We are the daughters and the sons, and here's the line that's missing. The starving children have been replaced by souls out on the street. We give $1 when we pass, hold our eyes don't bleed. We pencil in and cancel out, we crave the corner sweet. We kiss your ass, we make you whole, we doctor the receipt. Stars
Stones in the Road.
Yeah,
Marychapin
good song.
Carpenter.
Good
This
song.
is a very good song.
She
I'm
got
going
some
to have a
good
look on here now.
She has got some good songs, as Marychapin Carpenter. I don't know who came up with that. I remember somebody saying that once.
Yes. Patricia, good to see you both. How do we get you on TV? Oh, be on me. Patricia.
Opportunity knocks, probably.
Stop it.
No, probably not. Excuse me, I want to get a banjo.
Oh gosh.
Hurrah.
Is that the big red button in front of you? No, Steve. I can see what you typed, but I know what you mean. No, and you'd rather have me in control than Trump. Yeah, well, I can see that. No, that's the reverb.
That's the talent button, Steve. That's right. It's a big,
it's switched
big
off
button.
most of the time.
We need a big button to try and get some talent.
Oh, John was there and heard that. Cheers,
Good.
John. Great
Good. Yeah,
suggestion.
thanks for the
Keep them
suggestion.
coming because that's how we learn about new songs.
Oh, that sounds very patronising.
But no, but it is. It's
well
great.
done, children.
No, it's lovely to have people suggesting new things that we don't know. I just realised, yes, we are almost wearing matching tops.
We think about this.
Sorry
you know.
about no, we don't.
We
Sorry
do.
about that, Lillian.
It's
No.
it's carefully considered.
Sorry,
looking.
no, I'm just thinking of another message on here. Graham, yes.
That's helpful.
Ari, it's the banjo. Hooray!
Hurrah! Yeah, indeed. Hurrah, the banjo.
We when we stayed down near Stamford earlier on in the week, Sue and Dave live out in
That was
a
yesterday.
beautiful
The day
place. Yeah, in the countryside. And when we were there on Tuesday, there was a couple of red kites just above us, and loads of other birds and stuff.
It was beautifully sunny and clear blue sky, and I've got a bit of scorch
It has,
here on the
it's-
buns. A
it's-
little bit of, you know, when you get in the
Sunburn
shower,
heat.
well, you would if you had a haircut like mine. You get in the shower, and all of a sudden you realise, whoa, that stung a bit.
Yeah,
But
but
you were saying, sorry.
yesterday, Dave and I had to do a bit of practicing because we do. I know it doesn't always show, but
Yeah,
we do.
occasionally.
Because there's quite a few of these songs that we'd never done before. In fact, looking at this list, I think there are 2 in this list of songs that we have done before. You might want to guess which ones they are.
You were right.
So we were practicing, and then when we went out to have some lunch, there were no birds.
It was just pure, beautiful blue sky, and I was looking all over because I was looking for the kites initially, the red kites. No sign of anything. Couldn't.
No swifts, no swallows.
We'd seen swifts and swallows really high flying, and not a sign, did we? It was
No.
really strange.
And then we got an email from Sue today saying that the birds have all come back. It must have been the banjo.
It's not nice, is it? There could have been something in it. I was out there playing my banjo, and all the birds disappeared.
Would you like to explain?
Yeah, well, this
about this song?
Kit was talking about new songs. I think this is pretty sure this is a traditional. And I got lost in YouTube as I often do. I was looking for one thing, and you get all these suggestions. And this came up. It's "Hares on the Mountain," and it's a traditional song, but a version by a band called Lankum, or a couple out of the band
Brady
Lankum.
somebody or other is the lass.
Yeah, and they're Irish, and they do some great stuff. I really like what they do. Because it's very raw, rough around the edges. There's no frills to it.
She's got a great voice though.
There's another lass sings with them as well, and again wonderful singing. So that's where we got the idea of doing this from.
It's a folk song.
Oh, Sally, my dear, it's you I'd be kissing. Oh, Sally, my dear, it's you I'd be kissing. She smiled and replied, you don't know what you're missing. Oh, Sally, my dear,
That'll be while the birds buggered off then, would it?
Ah, I bet there's a load of them gathered out there right now.
Yeah,
To that.
thinking, what on earth is that?
Excuse me. Yeah.
There's a few comments about me having my finger on the button rather than Trump.
Oh, even I would vote for that one, darling.
Yeah.
What have we got this week? We have got, thinking about recommendations on the ale front, I'm on Banks's Amber Bitter. It's a bit of a weak one, this one, 3.8.
Oh,
yeah.
Puny.
Well, I'm a bit of a wimp, actually, when it comes to beer. Well, anything, really. But the other, it was Ted. Oh, happy birthday, Ted.
Oh, happy birthday, Ted,
Yeah,
down in
like
Cornwall,
that.
yeah.
Ted recommended, it was McEwen's something or other. You bought a couple of bottles today.
I did, yeah.
McEwen's something or other, which was very nice. And it was only later I realised it's about 7.5%, which is a bit on the pokey side.
This is
Excuse me.
just a standard Glenmorangie, which... God, it's going well, isn't it?
It's going cracking, it's brilliant. Yeah.
I put a bit too much water in, so I had to add some more whiskey. That's
Oh,
my
yes.
excuse, and I'm sticking to
Never
it.
heard that one before.
No, but it's very nice. It's Lanchivar.
Any new folks joining us, thanks very much indeed. Good to know you're there. I've just seen
Oh, Susie's there.
Petra, that's a new name to me.
Oh,
Thanks for watching. Good to know you're
Chris
there.
Ramage is there. Can I hope? And also, the way I feel about the banjo is the way she feels about the penny whistle.
We'll do your tune on the whistle
No,
next
we won't.
week, Chris.
I could do, but I won't.
Oh, you could, you know.
yeah.
I want to do it. That'll be
God.
amazing.
Yeah, Susie says at least you're not a lager boy.
No, there is that. Well, it's one of them things that I never think of drinking lager in this country, apart from your little stubbies. On a really hot afternoon, sometimes I'll have a stubby if I've been gardening. But I go abroad, you drink lager. It doesn't really register.
No.
But I do like my bitters. I like my ales, to be honest with you. Yeah, this. I thought that the last covers set that we did a couple of weeks ago was one of the rare cover sets where we'd not got a Richard Thompson song in it. So we've got a Richard Thompson song in this one, thanks to Andy Revitzer. This is our mate Andy who suggested this one, and cracking song. Did you say he's been interviewed on the radio?
Richard and Linda Thompson, there's a box set coming out. I think it's about 8 CDs of all of their released material from when they were together, plus some unreleased stuff and outtakes and interviews and various things. I think it's 8 CDs, and they were on Mark Radcliffe on Radio 2 yesterday. Not yesterday, Tuesday, is it? Wednesday, whatever day it's on. Mark Radcliffe.
Wednesday, I think.
Yeah. Apparently, it's
let's have
about
a listen
17 minutes in. I've not heard it yet, but and I understand it was very, very good.
Yeah, well, I'll listen.
But this is one of Richard's.
She never could resist a winding road. In the cold, cold embers of the year, when joy and comfort disappear, I search around to find her. I'm 100 miles behind, and the open road is whispered in her ear. And she never could resist a winding road. She never could resist a winding road. Baby, just around the bend, the rainbow waiting at the end. She never could resist a winding road. And she never could stay any place too long, to not be standing still's where she belongs. If you love her better now, she needs you now, but soon she'll go. She never could rest too long. It's not that she don't care about you. Say you love her, she don't doubt you. She can learn to live without you when she hears the call. Love her now, then let her be. Don't lie down, just set her free. Too many things she wants to see. The whole wide world, that's all. She never could resist the winding road. She never could resist the winding road. Maybe just around the bend, a rainbow waiting at the end. She never could resist the winding road. She never could resist the winding road. She never could resist the winding road. Well, I buggered that up, didn't I?
I was going to say, are you sure those are
Yeah,
your thing?
no.
'Cause it's one of those nights. So, sorry, I'm just looking at who else is here. CJ, hi. Maggie, my cousin. Kenny, my other cousin from the other side of the family. It's a big family. Irene, you pointing out that's a similar theme to Beeswing, which it is actually. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Mary's on. Heard about your trip to the hospital, Mary. I've got a bit of a...
We can rebuild her.
Yes,
That's
a
what we-
minor buggeration factor. I finally got to speak to the consultant about my shoulder. I finally got
There
an
we go.
appointment to see him next Friday, which is the only day this year that we can't... Well, no, we couldn't do tomorrow because we have to go to a funeral. We can't do next Friday because we're playing. Beardy Fest is
It's going
happening.
ahead. Yeah, we with the changes announced yesterday, we thought that's another gig gone down the pan. But apparently it's a COVID secure
It's a COVID secure business.
That's
and
it,
it's
yeah.
it's all done in bubbles and it's all secure. They're operating at 20% capacity, which is sold out. They've increased the footprint of the festival site and everything. So I've had to turn down my appointment at the hospital. So I'm going to try and get another one.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers
Hey
crossed.
ho.
It'll come round. It'll come round,
Yeah.
definitely. We're on just to get the plugs in. Should you wish to donate, we're still collecting for two charities. One being the Musicians Union Musicians Hardship Fund, much needed at the moment, and the other one being our local food bank, the
Sleaford Community
Sleaford
Larder.
Community Larder. I can never remember the name of that. Yeah. Just thinking about work as well. Did anybody see any of the proms this week? Well, we watched Laura Marlin on from the, I think it was the Albert Hall, wasn't it? Yeah. And the guy doing the sound on that was Johnny Gale, who mixed our last album.
Yeah,
Just thinking about,
bless him, Johnny.
I was just thinking about musicians in hardship, and not just musicians, obviously, because poor old Johnny's been stuck over in Ireland with no work for months now.
And his wife's cabin crew for Aer Lingus, so she ain't got no.
Yeah. And but he got the call from the BBC and he's been over and done the proms.
He did 2 nights on the proms and he's now gone back home, as he said, back to being unemployed. But yes, he did a grand job, as he always does, Johnny. Actually, thinking of Johnny, there's an awful lot of people here discussing what they're drinking as well.
Oh, is it?
Johnny Gin Ears, we call him.
Yeah, he did.
No reason whatsoever, you know.
He did. We Johnny was doing the sound when we did the Fairport tour a couple of years ago. He always does the winter tour and he always does the sound for Cropperty Festival as well. And we Trist, who set up the tour, who did all the hotel bookings and this sort of thing for the crew. We were staying in our camper van. Johnny went to get booked in once, and in the registry he was down as Johnny Ginnies, and he was addressed as Mr. Ginnies. Was that
He
right?
was. He got a letter. You know, you get the letter in some of the hotels from the hotel staff saying, "We hope everything is to your satisfaction," and everything. And the letter was, "Dear Mr. Ginnies."
That was cracking. Anyway, music.
Yeah, some more music.
This is a Towns Van Zandt song. I think we've done a couple of Towns.
We've done
songs
one,
so
certainly.
far.
We
Yeah.
did that one that you do. Anyway, we did one. This is one that I love and have sung before. What's it called? Go on, the one that you did.
Harm Swiftway.
Harm Swiftway.
Harm Swiftway. Yeah.
Swam's Hiftway.
Indeed. This is
How strong's that beer?
Tower song. Yeah, thinking about this as well, I think there's a bit of a connection with the first song we did, Stones in the Road, because I have a feeling Marychapin Carpenter covered this as well. It's a gorgeous
It's a fantastic song,
Tower
yeah.
song.
So close and yet so far away. And all the things I'd hoped to say will have to go unsaid today, at least until tomorrow. Fears have built a wall between our lives and all that loving means. We'll have to go unfelt, it seems, and that leaves only sorrow. You built your tower strong and tall. Can't you see? It's got to fall someday. You close your eyes and speak to me. Faith and love and destiny, as distant as eternity, from truth and understanding. The wind blows cold outside your door. It whispers words I've tried before. You don't hear me anymore. Your pride's just too demanding. You built your tower strong and tall. Can't you see? It's got to fall someday. The end is coming soon, it's plain. A warm bed just ain't worth the pain. And I will go and you'll remain with the bitterness we've tasted. A mother's breast, a newborn child, poet's tear and a drunken smile. Can't help feeling all the while their meaning won't be wasted. You build your tower strong and tall. Can't you see? It's got to fall someday.
Oh. He could write him,
Oh
that
God,
boy.
yeah, he could do Misery. So I'm
Man.
going to have a look on here now. Sue sang Harlem River Blues, no darling, that was Justin Townsend.
That was Justin Townsend, yeah.
Rose on, hi Ro.
Ah, I wonder where my plectrum was.
I thought it was in your beer.
No, it's stuck to the bottom of my glass. That's. I think I've probably mentioned this before, but I have this thing where my plectrums. I've got an awful technique, and when I'm strumming, plectrums tend to turn around in my fingers, and so I've got this idea of sticking blue tack to them so they stay where they are a bit better. But things like that happen. You put your glass on them and they disappear because they're stuck to the bottom of your glass, and you pick your glass up and can't find them. But it is handy if you drop them on the floor because they're always stuck to the bottom of your shoe. It's quite handy for that. Isn't that right? No, I'm just getting.
Leanne's just joined us.
Hello, babe.
Leanne's just.
We took
you,
her.
you are a terrible mother, yes.
Yeah, we took her supplies today.
She's just told Toby he can have chocolate cake for breakfast if he lays with Mason for half an hour so she can go in the hot tub.
Fair enough. Yeah, they've got symptoms in the family again. She's having to self-isolate, so we did a bit of shopping today. We took a brown bread,
blue top milk,
full fat blue top milk, and red wine.
Yes, and we thought that that's what she asked for, and I just thought a bottle of red wine wasn't probably going to be enough if she's waiting for a COVID test result on Mason. So I got her a box. It ought to last her a couple of evenings, I thought.
This next song, this was a suggestion from Martin Brown, Martin and Liz, bless your hearts, lovely folks. Good suggestion, Mart. It's quite a challenge this, but we'll give it a go. It's a brilliant song. It's a Jimmy Webb song. He wrote. By the time I get to Phoenix,
and didn't he write Galveston?
Galveston. What's the one what Richard Harris had a hit with? Somebody who left the cake out in the rain. What's that?
MacArthur Park.
MacArthur Park. He wrote that. Genius songwriter. And he wrote this. It's Wichita Lineman, Glenn Campbell. And
sorry, Leanne's asking if I can bring more wine.
Yeah, the trouble is with this. My an old mate of mine, actually an ex-brother-in-law of mine, who's no longer with us, Kev. He used to sing this song, but the first line, instead of "I am the lineman for the county," it was always "I am the linesman for Notts County," and I do have a bit of a struggle with that these days. I am the lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wire, I can hear you through the wire. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. I know I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. And if it snows, that stretch down south won't ever stand the strain. And I need you more than what you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. And I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman still on the
That's
Yeah.
one all.
Yeah, fair enough.
Can I just say, look how many bloody chords there are in
That's
that.
like-
It's crazy.
I've written albums with less chords in the full album than there is in that one flipping song.
I have to say, Olivia, it's bedtime. Okay? Time to go to bed.
You stop up as long as you like, Olivia.
No, don't make
It's
it
fine.
worse.
It's fine.
No.
Yeah, that I remember seeing at Cambridge Festival a few years ago. They had they used to do it was the Mojo interviews, and it's like a Saturday afternoon, and they would have a reporter from Mojo magazine up on a small stage in the club tent doing an interview with someone, a one-to-one chat with someone, but over microphones, and you could sit in and listen. And one afternoon was Jimmy Webb. And of course, he's written so many great songs, but that song, Wichita Linesman, Glenn Campbell was recording a new album, and he'd asked Jimmy if he'd got any songs for him, and he sent a load of stuff through, and he said, "I'm just this is something I'm working on. Give me a little bit of time, and I'll finish it off for you." And he got a phone call from Jimmy Webb, from Glenn Campbell, chatting about coming down to the studio, and he said, "Oh, by the way, I've finished off that Wichita Lineman." He said, "Well, no, we've recorded it," and he recorded just what they got, which is why the song finished up being so short. Apparently, there was another verse that never actually made the cut. Better think of something else.
Yeah, just
A change of instruments.
absolutely. What was I going to? Oh yeah, Chris Ramage says that Jimmy Webb does a really good version of it himself as well. I mean, guy's a genius. He's written
God,
some
he might have some great songs.
amazing stuff.
This is another challenge. We're
It
sort
certainly is.
We're sort of killing two birds with one stone here. It's Richard
Fleming.
Richard emails us a few times with suggestions for songs and things like that, and he's mentioned a couple of times that there's very often a ukulele hanging at the back there, which we've never played, and I've never ever done a song. We sort of messed about with the uke, but I've never actually performed with the ukulele in public before. I've used it on one recording, I think, but other than that, never played it. And then it was Steve Doan.
Yeah, so
unwittingly gave us an idea.
The Teddies thing, the event for this week, most of you will be aware, one Teddy, Cool Teddy, had Naughty Teddy tied to a firework, a rocket.
Cool Teddy and Naughty Teddy.
Well, I have to think of which one's done.
You've got to name them, babe.
I know, it's Cool Teddy and Naughty Teddy. But anyway, because they have to take it in turns to be up the creek each week for the photos. It's my OCD coming out. And
They would be
Steve,
psychologically scarred otherwise, wouldn't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Wouldn't want to hurt them.
Steve saw the picture this week and suggested this song. So
We'll give it a go.
we have to do it. I mean,
And
Steve,
I can't-
just to give you an idea, the last time Steve suggested a song that we did, it was Lady Gaga or Lady Ha Ha.
Yeah.
So here we go.
To my shame, I didn't look up to see who wrote this, and I should have done because it's wonderful. Again, I'm not a closet Frank Sinatra fan. I love Frank Sinatra. I think he's brilliant, and Frank does a mean version of this, but not with a ukulele.
And not in this key.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter or Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and other world, I love you. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Oh yes.
Like I said, not in that key. He had to tune the uke down for me to be able to reach it like that.
It does.
Um,
That'll be the last time you see that.
yeah. Million thank you. Ari wants to hear more flute. Yeah, we can do that
Yeah.
sometime. I'll play some more flute. Ari, I'll put something.
Have you ever done Dark Island?
I haven't. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do that.
There you
change
go.
of instruments
Ari,
again.
change of an addition to the list, especially for you. I haven't played this actually since my operation. I always used to have to do this anytime we were doing something where Colin and Rosie Grantham were there.
She had a beard before the operation, if you just tuned in.
Okay. Just spat all over the radiator.
Lovely.
There you go. Especially for you, Ari.
Change again.
Ah. And now, something completely different. At your beck and call. Of course we are.
Indeed. Oh, clunk. Yeah, this we're onto a Jackson Browne song. I think we have done a couple of Jackson Browne. I think
We have.
so far on the covers. We'll have to look back. We certainly did
For a Dancer.
For a Dancer. Yeah,
Yeah.
For a Dancer. Might have been another one. Not 100% sure. Yeah, so next week we're back on originals again, and we're still no repeats. We can still do another week of originals without any repeats. We are getting very low though, I've got to admit.
But next week is number 25, so that is
Yeah.
the last originals that we actually have to do without repeating anything.
Yeah. The deal, the challenge we set ourselves was to go for 26 weeks. Well, we didn't. We never thought we'd
We
be
didn't think
going
it'd be lasting
6 weeks.
26
You know, never mind
weeks,
26
You know,
weeks.
we thought lockdown, yeah, maybe a month.
But when we got further down the line and realised we were not going anywhere, we set a challenge to try and do 6 months of these things every week without repeating a song. If we could just get one right, it would be brilliant. But we've still managed to do them without any repeats. And so next week's is originals, and then the following week is going to be covers again. So keep the suggestions coming. Keep the suggestions coming for beers as well. It is it's always interesting.
Yeah, I have to say, I went to Tesco's today. This isn't something I do very often. I'm having worked with all the major retailers for many years. In so many ways, Tesco is my least favourite. But in Sleaford, we've got Aldi and Lidl. We normally do most of our shopping in Aldi. We've got a little Sainsbury's, and then there's a bigger Tesco. And there were a couple of things I needed that I knew I couldn't get at Sainsbury's. So I actually popped to Tesco's today, and the buggers there have rearranged the shop, and they didn't have half off them either, but that's another matter. But where am I going here?
I haven't a clue, babe. I haven't a clue. I was sat in the car park.
Yeah, there was a reason for saying about Tesco's. But I didn't know what it was.
Give me a little help.
Oh, I know what it was.
Arms swift,
They'd
mate.
got I was buying you some sherry.
Bless your heart.
I know.
I like sherry.
Sherry and custard tarts for him. I buy custard tarts because I can't eat them because I've got nutmeg on them.
That's sorted breakfast out tomorrow.
Yeah. And so I was buying some sherry for Dave, and I thought, I'll just have a look and see what's on offer in the malt whiskies. And they have got quite a few, but I'm not going to buy it from there. I'll buy something that's on offer in Sainsbury's.
Okay.
I need something new.
And that advert was brought to you by
The Malt Whisky
Kits Marketing,
Association of Scotland, yes.
Yeah, Jackson Browne, Barricades 11, great song. Hang on. Running down around the town along the shore, and I was 16 and on my own. No, I couldn't tell you what the hell those brakes were for. I was just trying to sing him my song. Jimmy found his own sweet sound and won that free guitar. We'd all get in a van and play. Life became the paradox, the bare illusion one. That stretch of road running to LA. Pages turning, pages we were years from learning. Straight into the night our hearts were flown. Better bring your own redemption when you come to the barricades of heaven where I'm from. Among those there to test their fortunes and their wills, I lost track of them all long ago. Pages turning, pages we were years from running, straight into the night our hearts were flung. Better bring your own redemption when you come to the barricades of heaven where I'm from. Childhood comes for me at night, voices of my friend, your voice bathing me in light. I hope that never ends. Pages turning, pages torn and pages burning, faded pages all burned in the sun. Better bring your own redemption when you come to the barricades of heaven where I'm from. Better bring your own redemption when you come to the barricades of heaven where I'm from. Good song.
Oh, it's a brilliant song.
Excuse me, another change.
Chris thinks you sing Jackson Brown brilliantly. I agree,
Thank
Chris,
you.
actually.
You want to hear Jackson sing my stuff, Chris?
We'd like to hear Jackson sing your stuff.
I'd kill to hear Jackson sing my stuff.
Andy's arrived. Have you got a note?
He's, I tell you, boy, putting some hours in these days, that lad.
Leanne's asking if we've done Gilly yet, and Sheila Reid is saying she thinks we have. Yeah, we
Yeah, we
have.
have,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll tell
Yeah.
you which one, Leanne, but if you've got any others.
See, that's my daughter. She likes the cheerful ones.
Yeah.
It's all about an abused wife.
Yeah, so we've got a few people from London Road. Hello, Sam, Lynn, Javid.
Oh,
they're
hello
all
all.
watching.
Yeah.
So who else?
We've got a set. No, you can't. You see, social distancing. And so they could be all sat on the settee there.
Well, no, they could. Could have 6. No, you can have up to 30. You couldn't get 30 socially distanced in this living room.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. Yeah, we're on to the last song now.
Yeah. So,
God, it is nearly an hour as well,
is
isn't
it?
it?
Gosh.
Yeah.
So things to say. Yeah, the donation buttons are there. There's a link at the top of this post, or if you go to winterwilson.com, you can donate to either the charities or to our Strings and Things fund.
No obligation, as
No
we say.
obligation
As long as
ever,
you keep turning up every week, that's
Yeah.
great. We appreciate that. And the shares, please keep the shares going.
Keep the shares going, because, you know, I say we get the odd new person every week, which
do.
is lovely.
And most of them are odd, I dare
Yeah,
say.
well, they would
Why-
have to be, wouldn't
Why
they?
would you be watching otherwise? You're in good company.
Oh, I have a confession, because a few
Really?
weeks ago, Dave posted on Facebook about how excited he was when he saw the Amazon message saying I'd ordered a new mandolin.
Oh, yes.
And then when it arrived, it wasn't the kind of mandolin he was hoping for. It was a chef's mandolin. And loads of people posted saying, oh, be really careful, those things are lethal. And I was like, I know, I've had one for 20 years, it's absolutely
No
fine.
problem, she says. Yeah,
The hand is all... I was in a hurry the other day, last Saturday actually, in a hurry, feeling stressed, making coleslaw. I didn't realise you could bleed quite so much on carrot, actually.
I know what was rushing about for. It was the cricket was on. It was the 2020 live on TV.
Was it?
No, it was the Lincoln. Lincoln were
Lincoln
playing football.
City. We paid on iFollow
We'd
to
got
watch
the
Lincoln.
iFollow to watch Lincoln play, and
Yeah, and I was in a rush getting the coleslaw made, and
sliced it
left
on.
a rather large chunk of my hand on the chopping board.
yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for being there. Good to know you're
Yes,
still out there.
it is
and
lovely to know
as we
you're
say,
all there.
thanks for all the shares, all the likes, all that sort of thing. Every bit helps. It really does. And yeah, we're going to leave you with a note. We was talking about Richard Thompson.
Sorry.
Well, come on,
Hi, Gordon.
Gordon. Hi, Gordon.
Cousin Gordon.
Cousin Gordon. We should do that. See, there's one. If Norman's ever watching, Kip's got a cousin Norman, and there's that Marmalade song. Cousin Norman goes a courting with the same girl. No, they know that. We'll do that. That'll go on the covers. I bet we'll do a Marmalade song. There's a thing. Yeah. Anyway. No, that was the Beatles actually.
That was Beatles, but Marmalade could do it.
They had a hit with it.
Now, there you go. Sorry, another thing. Earworms. My dad used to say that if you've got an earworm, the only way to actually get rid of it is to pass it on to somebody else, because otherwise it just stays with you. And today I have had a terrible earworm, and
Pass it on to me, mate.
Well, I need to pass it to somebody. It was that hello mother, hello father.
That's
Here
great.
I am at Camp Granada.
Children's
It is
favourites.
very entertaining, and they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining.
Yeah, that was the Ed Stewart, wasn't it?
It wasn't Ed Stewart.
Yeah, he always used to be on there.
Take me home,
yeah.
mother, father, take
Enough,
me
enough, come on.
home, I hate Granada. Anyway, yeah, I've been singing that bloody thing
There'll be-
all day, so I'm hoping now that one of you's caught it and I can get rid of it.
Just stick with us for 5 more minutes. we'll do this song. Kit was mentioning about a Richard and Linda Thompson box set coming out. I'll guarantee you this will be on it.
Oh yeah.
And
It's on Hokey Pokey, this song.
I was watching this on YouTube from the 1970s. Bob Harris introducing it on Old Grey Whistle Test. A Heart Needs a Home, and it's gorgeous.
I know the way that I feel about you. I'm never gonna run away. I'm never gonna run away. Never knew the way when I lived without you. I'm never gonna run away. I'm never gonna run away. I came to you when no one could hear me. I'm sick and weary of being alone. Empty streets and hungry faces. The world's no place when you're on your own. Heart needs a home. Some people say that I should forget you, but I'm never gonna be a fool. I'm never gonna be a fool. It's a life they say. If I'd never met you, but I'm never gonna be a fool. I'm never gonna be a fool. Tongues talk fire and eyes cry rivers. Indian give us hearts of stone. worshipped and painted faces. The world's no place when you're on your own. A heart needs a home. I know the way.
Improvised ending.
A slight timing
Yes,
issue, Sweet
yes.
Pea. A slight timing issue. Yeah, back to our own next week. We're going to say goodbye. Thanks for being there. We'll
Thank
hop on,
you very much.
hop
Cheers.
hop onto
Graham.
Facebook, and we'll catch up with the comments and all that sort of thing. Thanks for
Yeah.
being there.
Bye.
Bye-bye.